So I'm riding. It's super windy. I'm out by Lake Okeechobee. I mean, total isolation. Nobody around. It's awesome. But holy shit, is it windy. I mean, I am struggling to go 14 miles an hour. Mostly it's like 12. But, I mean, there's no one around. I'm by myself. It's super nice. I love being out here. I do miss New Jersey a lot for the rolling hills and the mountain biking and stuff like that. I definitely miss New Jersey some days. But right now, I mean, 80-mile ride, not a single person, up on the levee. It's not too sunny. It's kind of cool today, so I'm not going to dehydrate myself this time like I did the last time. The last time I dehydrated myself and then put myself in the hurt locker for 2 days, which is not something you want to do during the COVID-19 crisis, you know? You want to keep your immune system sharp. And I put myself definitely in the hurt locker, so. But yeah, beautiful day. All right, I'm going to talk about this shoe right here, the Rapha Classic Lace-Up Shoe. They said that they designed this from the ground up to be the most comfortable shoe, road bike shoe out there. Gonna have to agree, it is hands down the most comfortable bike shoe I've ever used. I've used a lot of different brands, from Nike back in the day when I first started and I was riding a steel bike and had lace-up Nikes, all the way up until the shoe prior to this was Bonds. I've been using Bonds for everything, triathlon, mountain biking, road biking, and mostly because they were heat moldable, you know, so semi-custom. This shoe I am using for everything. Maybe not triathlon. I'm not really doing tries this year, but you know, I've used it for gravel. I've gone on the mountain bike trails with it. I've gone on the road, obviously, and rode Zwift indoors with it as well. It has withstood serious weather here in Florida, whether it be 98 degrees, super sunny, to, you know, torrential downpours where I get soaked for 2 hours before I can get home. And it's held its shape, and it's not too bad. It's still very clean, very nice, you know, looking shoe. No wear and tear issues, nothing coming apart. And I've put it through the ringer. I've had these about November something. I got them online. $250 is the normal asking price. I did not pay that because I got them when Rapha was running like a special, like 60% off or something like that. It was crazy. I wish I bought more than one pair, actually. But these shoes themselves, you don't even notice them when they're on your foot. Once you lace them up and go, that's it. There's no, I don't know if it, you know, when you ride, if you get hot spots anywhere and you got to make those micro adjustments with the BOA system or the ratchet systems, that doesn't occur in a shoe like this. I think it, you know, I'm a little suspect, you know, it's probably the microfiber, the EVA inside is super comfortable, nicely padded, not crazy padded. But it's just super comfortable. Even the heel here is nice and padded. When you're laying down the power, you don't get that slippage. You know, your foot doesn't want to pop out. Your toes are not falling asleep. And when you lace them up, the shoe itself kind of covers yourself, because these eyelets here, I don't know if you could see that, but see this piece right there? It's on the other side too. It goes underneath the foot. And when you lace it, it just kind of pulls everything over, you know, like a nice cocoon. So it's really well thought out. These laces are coated with something, so once you tie them, they don't, you know, come undone. And there's a little band here where you just tuck the loops in underneath it. And I can tell you that I have not had to adjust these shoes mid-ride ever. You just don't notice them once you got them on. Your feet do not overheat in these shoes. They're plenty breathable. If you know Rapha's climbing shoe, they're a little less breathable than that, a little heavier than that, but still nonetheless really, really well thought out shoe. The inserts, I have super high arches, so normally in the shoes I would put the specialized body geometry green footbed because it's got that super high arch. I'm told I've got dancer feet. I don't know what that means, but I can dance, by the way. But you know, it just goes in Velcro. I just put them on and put them in, and no issue whatsoever. So super comfortable with that as well. So they do have a couple different inserts that come with it. Also comes with black laces. I just kept it with the ones that came with it right out the gate. 3-hole cleat pattern on there, so works with a lot of different pedal systems. I don't have any shims in there, so I can't speak to the shim aspect of it. But there's a lot of play forward and backwards with it. The carbon's hidden underneath this sole. So this sole enables you to walk around. Even with the walkable cleats, it still adds another element to it so you don't slip and be like, whoa. So that's pretty nice. And like I said, I've run the gambit of all scenarios with this shoe. You know, gravel, you know, road biking, everything. And I cannot speak highly enough of this shoe. I've got well over 5,000 miles on this. I haven't cleaned them, haven't wiped them down, I haven't done anything to them. So it's pretty the craftsmanship is you know, is amazing, and the comfort amazing. And so I just cannot speak highly enough of it. Now, if you're concerned about lace-up shoes, I was one of those people that was like, oh man, I really just don't want lace-up shoes. Doesn't make sense to me. A couple things that I think why I really like the lace-ups, you just don't notice the shoe on. You lace it up and you go, and you're good to go. But some of the gravel events I did, I was getting rocks in my shoes. It was driving me crazy because I would get all these little pebbles that went into the foot, and then, you know, 56 miles, you know, of a rock in your foot is really, really super annoying. My buddy Ken, who's on the team, who's the team captain, he has the Giro lace-up shoes, and he was like, I don't get any rocks in my shoes. And I have to say, I don't know what it is about the lace-up or the design. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm not getting any rocks in my shoe. So I'm going to take that as a super win because that's highly annoying. So, I mean, obviously, you know, I suggest this is a straight up buy. It's not even open for discussion in my mind. I'm really curious to see some of the new shoes that they have, and I'm also looking to get the mountain bike version of these guys as well. Now, here in Florida, I can get away with a road shoe and pedal system for gravel, especially with the courses we've got. And I'm not so sold on that I have to use a mountain bike setup for gravel yet. I haven't gone to any of the other events, and obviously I don't even know if I'm going to be doing any events this year based on the world pandemic. But I'll take solace in having something that I found that I absolutely adore and love. So hopefully, if you're looking for a shoe and you're on the fence, if you have a little bit of a wider foot, they're not as narrow as like a City or a Physique or a Karnak, Bontrager. Like, all those shoes were too narrow for me. I mean, I have them all and don't care for them. But yeah, it's nice when you find a piece of gear that you absolutely love, you don't have to think about, and it just disappears. Now, if I could do that with a saddle, I'd be so happy. But I'll take it for the shoe right now. Smells so good because I wear socks. Always wear socks. Black socks. They look the best. That's an opinion. Don't be that person that rides shoes without socks. Put your socks on. I used to be the triathlete that always rode without socks, and my shoes stunk, and you look like a tool. Don't be a tool. Wear socks. Keeps your shoes smelling nice. I think that's it. Yeah. I love these guys. Look how classic and classy that looks. You're pedaling, you're looking down, You're like, oh man, these are so cool. I'm the coolest guy. And then the person goes by, you look down, you're like, I'm only doing 14 miles an hour. I'm a dork.